Hi, kindergarten. It's Mr. Jones here with another Read Aloud. Today's Read Aloud is going to be about a bird's life cycle. We are specifically going to be reading about a special red bird called a cardinal. This book is going to be written as like a journal by a student about your age who's observing the cardinals from their home. So this book is called A Bird's Life. The student making these observations is Max. On March 25th, new neighbors. Today, I spotted two birds flying from tree to tree in our backyard. They were a male and a female northern cardinal. My dad said the birds have mated because it's spring. Now they are looking for a place to build a nest so the female can lay her eggs. So what we were saying before is that when we mate, it means that the birds are getting ready to have babies. A male northern cardinal has bright red feathers. A female is brown with some red feathers. The birds have orange beaks and a crest of feathers on top of their head. So, this is the female, this is the girl, northern cardinal, and this is the male cardinal. This is the guy cardinal. March 31st, nest building. The female cardinal is building a nest in a tree in our backyard. It looks like a little bowl made from twigs. The male bird looks for twigs and then carries them back to the female. She carefully adds each twig to the nest using her beak and feet. Today, I saw the female collecting soft, dry grass to put inside the nest. So, this is the male cardinal gathering the twigs. And this is the female cardinal putting the twigs into this big pile of twigs, which is going to be the nest where she will put the eggs. April 3rd, the eggs are here. To get a close-up view of the nest, I watch it through my binoculars. The female bird has laid 3 eggs in the nest. She sits on them so that they don't get cold. The chicks inside the eggs need to be kept warm to help them grow. The female will sit on the eggs until they hatch. These cardinal eggs are life-size, meaning that this is how big the eggs are, which means they're pretty small. A female bird sits on her eggs for many days until they hatch. How do you think she gets food when they're hungry? And when it's time to lay her eggs, a female cardinal lays 1 egg a day. She lays between 2 and 5 eggs in total. The chicks hatch. The female cardinal has been sitting on her eggs for 12 days. The male bird has been bringing her food. This morning, 3 chicks hatched from the eggs. The chicks' eyes are closed, so they cannot see. The babies have no feathers, just a little gray fluff. A newly hatched cardinal chick cannot fly or walk. It can't even stand up. So this is the baby chick that has already hatched. And these are the eggs that they haven't hatched yet. We're still waiting on those eggs to hatch. April 21st, 3 hungry chicks. The cardinal chicks are now 6 days old. Their eyes have opened and feathers are sprouting from their little bodies. The hungry chicks squawk and beg for food. The parent birds catch insects for the chicks and bring them to the nest. We said this in the last one. Insects are kind of like a lot of kinds of bugs. They drop the insects into the babies' wide open mouths. The chicks eat spiders and insects such as these. They eat caterpillars. They eat flies. They eat spiders. This spider is called a barn funnel weaver spider. And they'll also eat grasshoppers. So this is the male cardinal, the guy cardinal, feeding the baby chicks. Adult northern cardinals sometimes eat insects, but they mainly eat seeds and fruit, such as blackberries. April 23rd, chicks in danger. Many animals hunt and eat cardinals. Today, I heard a noise in the yard that sounded like shriek, shriek. The cardinals were telling each other that there was danger. A cat was near their nest. The parent birds flew at the cat to scare it away. So this is the male cardinal that's warning everybody else about their danger. Pet cats and large birds such as owls eat adult northern cardinals and their chicks. Snakes, squirrels, and chipmunks eat cardinal eggs and chicks. Do you think being a parent bird is hard work, or do you think it is easy? Why? An amazing day. April 27th. The 12-day-old chicks are now flapping their wings and hopping around the nest. Today, one of the chicks climbed onto the edge of the nest. It flapped its little wings, and then it jumped. The chick flew from the nest and landed on a branch next to its mother. Soon, all three chicks were flying around the yard. So, this is the baby chick at the edge of the nest. It's getting ready to leave. During the baby's first flight, parent birds cheer on their chicks with chirps and calls. So it's time to get ready. May 27th, growing up. The chicks are now 6 weeks old. They know how to find insects to eat, but they still beg for food from their father. They show him they want to be fed by fluttering their wings. The mother bird no longer feeds the chicks. She's too busy building a new nest so that she can lay more eggs. So that's the mom. She's making another nest. A pair of cardinals will raise 2 to 3 groups of chicks each year. So this is the 6-week-old baby cardinal. They're getting fed by the dad. August 1st, feathered friends. I've been watching the cardinal chicks all summer. Now they are growing red and brown feathers. Soon the young birds will fly off to look for new places to live. And by spring, they will be adults and ready to raise their own chicks. Northern cardinals become adults when they are about 1 year old. They usually live between 4 and 13 years. So let's look at the picture. Look at the 2 young cardinals in these pictures. Which one do you think is a male and which one is a female? Which do you think and why? All right, kindergarten. So we just read all about birds and their bird life cycle, for the cardinal at least. We talked about baby chicks. We talked about what the babies eat. and how they grow up. And so this book was all about the cardinal's life cycle.